side of the road. Throw that in. It's pretty heavy. Get rid of this dish. Dish away. See if there's anything else in here. Nothing there. Okay, microwave will do. Okay, yard. I'll make a load. I'll make a load of just for the Asian yard. A little bit of wire, stuff like that. So ballasts and different things. I'll take all these window louvers or these blinds, whatever. I'll take all those. Just kind of takes up a bit of room here, that's all. So the problem is these wires hang up all the time. It's the pain and stuff. I'll have to start cutting them. There's a little bit of my scrap right there. I don't even know what to pay for this stuff, but we'll see. Normally I throw this stuff in a shred, so whatever they pay more than shred will be a bonus. This is the bumper thing I found. I think it's off a Jeep. It's actually nice shape actually. Doesn't look like it's bent at all. It's off a Jeep. Actually nice shape. That's probably worth about $300 or $400 to buy it probably. Jeep stuff's really expensive. So that's the crap there, and yeah, I'm gonna try to find this with the CPU and this thing. I'm actually curious about the CPU. I tried opening it. Okay, I'll figure it out and I'll get back to you on that. We'll start progressing. We'll start loading this up first. And the dirty stainless steel and whatever stuff we can take to that second yard. Okay, stand by. Loaded out the steel bicycle parts, the dirty aluminum. So I'm going to just basically sell them the way they are. So that's dirty. The doorknobs are dirty. This is my steel material. Put that over here. I'm just going to organize, cut these cords off. I'll take the microwaves apart, and I'll cut the brass apart and the copper off. Separate that. These mortars, I'm almost tempted to take them the way they are. We've got a pretty decent copper mortar in there, so I'll probably just take them apart myself. I'll just stick them over there. I have another one around the corner, which is pretty decent. Take that mortar apart, throw it in there. I'm going to make a dirty brass pile too, I think. We'll see. Throw it down there for now. So I've got a little more wire here. And I have all these fans I like to process also. The mortars mixed in. Another one here. Okay. In there. The other day, it's actually got quite a bit of brass on there and copper. So even if you're not getting hot water tanks, at least grab the stuff off if you can. Bring yourself a pipe wrench. So I got 2 brasses, 2 copper here. Right? It's definitely worth taking. Okay. Another one there. I'm going to process that one too. But to remember, like I say, worth taking off because it is pretty heavy. This is pretty loose already. Okay. Get yourself, let's say, invest in a pipe wrench. If you get longer handles, better, more torque. Especially if you're like, if you don't have a vehicle, you can't take these with you. It's worth taking the stuff off it, right? And then I take off the cover off here. Listen, get the copper off. Okay. That's all I take off to, and I think that's all you have to, really, to be honest. So make sure you have a pipe wrench handy at all times. It's definitely a tool you need. Okay. Okay. From last night, there's the board, small socket. Had a hard drive in there. They tried taking it out. They couldn't get it out. I couldn't get it out either. It was just a nightmare. So anyways, I got it out. Smashed it out. Little DVD. Or not DVD. Little floppy drive. 1 RAM stick. I thought I had 2 RAM sticks. Okay, I got 1. So a couple cards. 4 cards came out of there actually. Well, not too bad of a score. Okay, so a nice little heatsink here, probably about half a pound or a little more. Okay, that's it. So that was good. Throw it in the metal pile now. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get basically the wire ready and all the other stuff here, but I want to at least open that one up. I want to get the power supplies out because I want to sell those in one shot and sell them dirty the way they are. And then when you, like some people sell with the wire, but I'd rather take the wire off because I'm getting 55 cents for the wire a pound versus 50 to 55. They change all the time. I don't see no gold on none of these pins here, so it's going to automatically just cut it off. I usually trim this one off because this one stands out a lot. I'll throw the rest in the way it is. Like that. So that power supply is ready. Pull this card out. cards in here. Sound card and something else. Okay, just pull some wire out. So there's actually a lot of gold plating. Like, if you have to really look at all the different wires, you know, on the plugs itself, right? Like this one, you don't see nothing on this one, but some do have it. Like this one should have it, but because it's gold on that side, you think it'd be gold with gold, right? So there's a little bit of plating here. Here, see? So I'll cut that off. I'll throw it in my plating pile. Let's see if this one is. It's not. It's only. If you see gold, it's gold and gold usually. If you don't see any gold on it, it's probably not going to work. I'll pull this board out for now. Sometimes these sockets have to come off too. Goes right to the frame of the body. It feels like it's still in there. Sometimes they got clips on there. Like I think the corner has a clip here, but anyways, so I'll leave it. I need to get this processed, and with a fan, I'll just cut. Well, this is reversed actually. Usually it's reversed the other way. You can just cut the little things off. These little square tabs. If you cut those off like that, right? The wire goes there, and then you can just pull these off here. These little. You pull them off. It's more like a mortar. You'll buy these as like copper bearing mortars versus, see, versus too much plastic. Okay, let me open this car stereo. I told you they're pretty good. Let me see if I can figure how it opens. Okay, I need to get a fine screwdriver. Okay, I'll wait for a little bit later on that one, but I'll show you after. This thing, basically trying to make it look like it's copper, you know, they plate it, make it look fancy, but in actual fact it's still steel, right? Here's the main little chips here. I've seen more impressive ones than this, but like I say, it's still worth parting out, right? Take it out for the board. It's just, you know, it's just that doesn't work. You can still use pieces off it, right? Some of those chips still may be gold bearing. So it's holding this in. There it is. Plug there. Okay, so basically what I do is take that apart like that. Okay, so there'll be a couple motors here. There's some more IC chips in there, controller ICs and all that. But let me grab the inside parts. It was actually kind of cool. This whole circuit rotated like that inside that CD or that car stereo. Pretty weird. I'll just take this board off here. Right, weird technology. So the whole thing swiveled inside there. That's pretty bizarre. And it sat on one nut, basically, a shaft with a nut on it. There's a clip here, I see. Okay, Okay. It's a bunch of little mortars here. 1, 2, 3. 3 mortars. Quite the operation. Let's see where the mortar goes here. Kind of not worth taking them off, but you know, figure I'll just take them off. Don't really weigh very much, but this is a little different of a car stereo. The one I had nice big IC chips in there. Really, really cool stuff in there. This one is a bit plain, but nevertheless, there's still something there. You gotta look at them. Anything with a DVD player, DVD, CD player, has some sort of electronics and controllers. There's another motor here also. But anyways. Okay, so I'll just keep right out for that. Here from the power supplies. These are the compact ones. They actually got a gold. There's just a gold lead on 2 black ones. But they got the plugs. So I'm taking those off. Taking these big ugly ones. These plugs off too. It's a little too big. Okay. Let's see the gold plated pins here. That was an older one, I think about 10 years old or 15 years old. Had a little bit better gold plating. They were pretty heavy too. The unit was really heavy. So it looks like it's pretty good plating here. You can see that there, not too bad. And there's these are the we have the USB plugs and so on. They got good gold plating too, so they're worth separating. Every computer will have it, so it's usually behind the front panel. And here, as you can see the plating. You see the plating on the side. You know it's probably pretty good. Right here. There's another one here. You know, the day turned out not too bad. Yeah, the birds chirping there. They're happy. But it's still not the best. Not sunny or nothing. Okay, that's the wire so far. I'm trying to get at least an okay load. Okay, and then I'll take the dirty stainless steel too. I'll have that dirty brass also there. And I'm going to get that brass off that plastic too. I can sell it the way it is. Right here. I'll knock it all off. It's a copper brass mix, so whatever paid doesn't matter. It's better than throwing in the garbage. It's relatively easy to knock off too. I'm gonna finish that up, clean that wire here, get my dirty stainless steel, and then I'm gonna maybe take a few more computers apart. They close at 5, so 3 o'clock, so I got about maybe an hour more here. Okay. I found some kind of air filter last night. Should determine what the hell it is. Some kind of filter rate. I want to see what the mortar is. I'm going to pull the mortar side out. I don't know what they were filtering, so it's obviously plugged up. Not a lot in it. Some kind of air filter. Like it's disintegrated actually. It had rubber on here. Yeah, it's really old. Just gonna scrap it. I'm gonna cut the cord off and sell it the way it is. See if I can pull the transformer out and a little bit of wire. There's really nothing to it, just a little box with a fan. It sucks the air in from one side and it sucks it out the other side as fresh air. Okay, pretty simple. Our little stereo system's got nice little heat sinks on there and stuff. I already pulled a really nice transformer out. I'll show you in a second. Here, I pulled this transformer out. So, you know, there's still stuff in there. There's no real circuit boards in there that are good because should have had a good board in there, but it just didn't see it because it's got DVD player, but it must have been just a really low end one. The high end one's got really good boards in there. Being a low end board, it's not good. Nice clean aluminum. Oh yeah, almost a pound, I think. These transistors, I'm saving the transistors up because I'm thinking might be good for gold recovery. I have to investigate. So for now, all these power transistors, I'm going to save them so I can determine what for value wise. Put the wire here. I mean, if you want to get critical, there's a couple coils here. I mean, how much do you want to spend? How much time, right? Couple of coils, copper. Scrap that. Okay, so progress is going along good. Little copper bits over there. I'll get these fans cleaned up quickly. I'm almost there. What I want to do. I think I'm gonna figure what I want to scrap and what I plan to take apart. Hopefully I can get away with selling that as a mortar. Actually, I'll take the screws off the sides. This one I need to get the Allen wrench in here to knock that basket off. It's off already. Okay, get away with that like that. Okay, let me continue what I'm doing and get back to these fans. What I do is I just cut the inside piece off. There's four little legs that hold the fan, and then I'll just break them like that. And this way it'll just be like a mortar. Otherwise they'll pay a lot less for too much plastic. Just gotta bend with just your thumb like that. Very easy. Oops. Gold plated pin here. But yeah, if you do like that, so it's just, you'll get probably better money versus less money. Or they'll say throw in the shred, too much plastic. They all have, some have 3 arms, some have 4 arms that hold the fan itself. Just gotta snip it. This one's a little bit harder. You can go like that if it's easier on your fingers. Some are really rubbery, some are hard, some are brittle, so whatever you have, you know, use whatever tools you think you need. Protect your hands. This one has 4. Pull the wire out, the one in the recycling. This one's a real long and brittly one. I mean, you know, you could always sell them if you want. You try, but these ones sit in the rain and stuff, so I don't really care. And most of the time, these fans, the bearings go, so they're really noisy. So, you know, the end result is, you know, people are going to buy a new one. They're not going to go for something old. Like my computer is a year old. And the bearings are already like making noise on mine. I'm gonna pay $2,000 for my computer, so that's what it is, right? Everything's, and it just depends on the dust. I got cats and dogs, right? So it's always a little bit of dust floating around, cat hair and stuff, right? So finish the rest of those off. It gives me more space. Otherwise, it's occupying so much room. I think they're paying 15 cents a pound. I think right now, so 15 cents a pound is going to be good. I mean, I don't know if it's worth chasing the copper in there, but some guys do. I just don't think it's worth it, to be honest. Okay, I just want to show you this board here. It's an old school, large socket. Look at this, it's got nice IC chips, really nice gold plating. You can see where the RAM is, nice bright shiny plating. Even plating on this jack here. 2 removable chips. Very nice looking board. Your slots come in, your cards go in. Very, very nice. One of the better looking. It's an old one, so that's what you look for, is these older ones. They got nice looking, nice boards, just really nice components. Very nice board. Window blinds. Got a couple scooters. Got a walker. Air conditioner unit. Let me get around the corner here. Got some wire, about maybe 40 pounds of wire. Christmas lights. Dirty brass. Doorknobs. Power supplies. A couple light ballasts. Stainless steel here. Dirty. And here's the box motors here. A little assortment here. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go to the scrap here now. See what kind of prices we get. So stay tuned. I'll see what I can film if I can or not. Well, starting to approach the scrap yards. A car waiting here. I don't know if he's waiting for what. Okay, he's just waiting on the side there. Oh, looks like you can get right in there. I don't know why they don't fill that hole up here. It's so much water in there. And who knows what kind of metal could be mixed in there. Nails and garbage. Okay. We're starting loading here. Get air conditioner there. So they're coming off those BC or telephone amplifiers. I'll show you in a second. Super nice. You won't sell them. Very nice boards. Really nice boards, I'll tell you. Very nice. Yeah, beautiful. Wow, removable. Beautiful. I like the board. I don't know. We were talking about those boards to the boss there, and basically I got like 185 and then change, so just under $90. Anyways, those boards are awesome boards, the nicest boards I've ever seen. They come out of those amplifiers that go on the like a hydro pole kind of lines. You'll see them a lot of times. They're hidden under some sort of material, you can't tell, but anyways, they're amplifiers, probably for telephone lines or internet data, whatever. They come in a big aluminum case. I showed you there. I tried negotiating. I told him like $1.20 a pound and $2 a pound. He would not sell. And he was telling me that there are people in China want boards. They're looking to get boards and all sorts of stuff now. It was one of the boards had all sorts of IC chips I'd never even seen before. Tantalum is on there. A lot of really cool stuff on there. The whole back is solidly plated, all gold plate. But I'm not sure what the quality. It didn't look like that high quality, but it looked good. It's definitely commercial grade. I mean, an amplifier system could be worth, anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 or more. They're very high end and very expensive. So I think what they're doing is they went from analog and they're starting to go to fiber optics. So they're starting to change things, and who knows, how they get them or what the story is. But I'll tell you, awesome looking boards. I looked at quite a few there. We started talking about it. They're going to negotiate. They told me they have to have a container full of material, not just a little bit. And they have no place to store there. So I told them, get some prices and figures, we'll talk from there and go from there, because see if it's worth my time. But those boards would have been awesome. Just the amount of plating on there, and who knows how the bonding wires, if they're really good or not. But anyways, it was a good teaser there. Okay, not a bad day. Got rid of all this junk. Happy about that, because it took most of my yard up. Bunch of stuff, I was tripping on it, and I stripped about five or six computers, a stereo, and a few things. And the window blinds, I think he said 17 cents for the window blinds, which is not bad. It's better than putting the shred. Actually, wire, he told me 65 cents for wire. He said the prices got better, so that was a bonus. They gave me 55 before, and now it's 65 for wire. So I think what it is like I say, things settle down and the band is still there. They need to get the material, and there's certain yards that deal. He even told me a lot of things they can't bring to the country anymore, which they could before. Anything that's really poor quality materials can't not be brought in. It's got to have a higher percentage. Anyways, got rid of everything. They gave me for the pedals, dirty aluminum pedals were 10 cents a pound. Some had plastic on the center, some were aluminum. It was all a mixed bag. But it's still better than shred. Would have been 5.5 cents at today's price. Anyways, it was 5, 5.75, something like that. Very successful day. I'm happy to get rid of all that, and I gotta make my next load for Schnitzer. I got a bunch of frying pans and pots and pans, and a little bit of copper, a little bit of this and that. But also have that copper hoard. I have to take it apart, get it ready for my client. We're gonna split that, so that's one thing we gotta start too on that. Okay, stay tuned.